Thank you. Thank you. Desligue o celular, que a sessão vai começar. O Teatro Casa Grande é equipado para atender todas as normas de proteção contra incêndio e pânico. Em caso de necessidade, o público deverá se dirigir com calma à saída de emergência mais próxima de seu assento. O Teatro Casa Grande está permanentemente guarnecido por uma brigada contra incêndio para operar os equipamentos manuais como extintores e hidrantes, além de contar com os equipamentos automáticos de combate a incêndio, como sprinklers e detectores de fumaça. Lembramos que é proibido filmar, gravar e fotografar o espetáculo. Informamos que não é permitido o consumo de alimentos e bebidas na plateia e no balcão. Contamos com a sua compreensão e colaboração. O espetáculo não pode parar. Bom espetáculo!
Good evening, everyone. You all look fantastic. For those who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Dr. Nigel Winnard. I'm the head of school at Escola Americana, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you all here tonight. It's easily one of the happiest evenings that we have on our school calendar. It's nothing but joy. It's nothing but love. Hey, if I get applause for that, it's going to be a really good night. So in a spirit of love and joy, I am going to have to ask you to silence your phones, if you wouldn't mind. It's a really big night for 83 young people, and it would be great if it was without ringtones. I do want to extend a special welcome to a lot of your family and a lot of your friends who've traveled quite a long way. I know some people have flown in for this evening's event, so you're more than welcome, and it's great to see everyone. So, let's get the evening started. It's my honor to welcome the class of 2024, first of all with a countdown video. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, guests, could I please ask you to rise for the national anthems of Brazil and the United States of America? Guys. Please be seated. It's now my pleasure to invite Mr. Arnaldo Viegas de Lima to the stage to deliver some opening remarks on behalf of the EARJ Board of Directors.
Good evening, everyone, dear graduates, families, faculty, staff, friends, and fellow board members here present. Let me start by extending, on behalf of the entire board of directors, our heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you, members of the EARJ class of 2024. Today, we gather to honor all of our students and celebrate this significant milestone in their lives, a culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and personal growth. As I light them on your educational journey at EARJ, we recognize the immense value and significance of the knowledge and skills you have acquired during your time here. These will undoubtedly serve as a solid foundation for all your future endeavors. Throughout your time in EARJ, you have encountered number of challenges, some unprecedented. Yet, the determination and resilience you have brought you here, ready to embark on the next phase of your lives as accomplished and confident young adults. Class of 2024, take pride in EARJ and its legacy. You have received an outstanding, globally recognized education. As you venture forth in the world, I encourage you to cherish all the connections you have forged during your time at EARJ, the friendships you have cultivated, and the memories you created. Let the values instilled in you, kindness, integrity, and the commitment to making a positive impact guide your path. Pursue your dreams, strive for excellence, and embody empathy, become global citizens dedicated to creating a more harmonious, equitable, and compassionate world. I express our deepest appreciation to the families, faculty, staff who have nurtured, guided, and inspired these exceptional young minds. And once again, I congratulate you all graduates. And remember, you are the ones at the helm of your future. With your EARJ education as your compass, you possess the power to shape a brighter tomorrow. May your journey be filled with smooth sailing. Congratulations, and thank you all.
Mr. Villegas de Lima, thank you so much for your comments. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Scott Little, and I'm the upper school principal from the Baja campus. And I have the pleasure of introducing the first of our two student speakers. Two student speakers are chosen by the graduating class to speak on behalf of the class to their classmates and to their loved ones in the audience. And it's my pleasure to introduce the representative from the Baja campus, Otto Andrade.
Good evening, parents, family members, staff, and the amazing class of 2024. For those who might not know me, my name is Otto Andrade, and I've been a proud member of EARJ for a long time. I would like to begin this speech by thanking our wonderful teachers. Without your help, none of us would be standing here today. And to the parents present today, our thankfulness cannot be measured. You have been our rock during this entire journey. This special group of students next to me represents much more than just a selection of classmates. I thought I'd take this time to explain why. 23 million seconds. While this may seem like an eternity, it is the amount of time I have spent with this group. This is 4 million more seconds than time spent with family, and 6 million more seconds than time spent asleep. In the past 4 years, we have held each other up and have dealt with adversity in the only way we know how, head on. Together, we have defied those who didn't believe in us, endured the pandemic, and thankfully, survived the IB. And to those who didn't believe in us, look at us now. In no moment of this journey did anybody in this room let themselves succumb to the pressure or let their voice be left unheard. This group has stood up for their beliefs and advocated for themselves time and time again, and it is their best quality. We have always believed that more could be done, and our legacy at EARJ is representative of this. There is a Greek proverb that says, "A society grows great when people plant trees whose shades they'll never sit in." And without a doubt, we have planted these proverbial trees. Our advocacy and commitment to our community has made it a better place. To my classmates, please do not lose this, for it is your greatest quality. We stand here today about to begin a new chapter in our lives with a clean slate. Do not forget what has brought you to this moment. 4 years ago, we couldn't even imagine what today would look like. And 2 years ago, we were 15 or 16-year-olds deciding our life path, overwhelmed by choices and pressure. Today, I can gladly say that I am surrounded by individuals whom I look up to and respect. Today, the future is in our hands, and the future is looking pretty bright. In 15 years of being in this institution, I have never seen such a united group, and I'm honored to be able to graduate with those whom I consider closest to me. I am honored to be surrounded by you all today, and the time we spent together has built an unbreakable bond, and I would gladly spend another 23 million seconds with you all. To the class of 2024, congratulations. We are here today because of our own merit, and do not let anyone tell you otherwise. I am honored to speak on behalf of this amazing class. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Otto, for those wonderful remarks to your classmates. My name is Steve Spanring, and I am the upper school principal at EARJ Gavia. And it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker from the Gavia campus, Ms. Marina Avalar.
Hi everyone, for those who don't know me, my name is Marina Villar. And I'd like to start by thanking all of my classmates for this amazing opportunity. I'm truly deeply honored to be chosen to speak on behalf of you guys today. I hope that I can put into words what I know all of us are feeling at this very moment. I've been at EARJ since the 5th grade, which is pretty much half of my life. Many others have been here for even longer. The amount of time we've spent together has undoubtedly united us. Over this time, we've become a community, and this community has evolved into a family. So many of our most treasured and cared for memories are with each other. Whether it's at school or not, we have become a part of each other's lives in a way that only family does. Last Friday, after we were finally done and free of our so many academic responsibilities, and after seeing so many of you guys at Bosque, it hit me. This journey really is over. Right there, I realized every one of you has become my family, and how this family has shaped me and been a part of who I am today. Many tears were shed in that moment. If you know me, that was expected, but now I feel only gratitude for having had the luck of sharing life with all of you. This moment that we're living is so hard because we have to say goodbye to all we know as life today. But what comforts me and assures me that everything will be okay is the character that I know all of us possess. I have yet to meet a group of such determined young people. It is with absolute certainty that I can say this is a group filled with grit. There have been so many moments where I have been filled with pride as we joined our strengths and sometimes discontentment and fought for what we wanted and we knew was right for us. For example, the time Cecilia and I rearranged the entire final schedule to meet our class's needs and got it approved by the upper school office. Or the many times that we all gathered and rallied to raise class funds, something that we've been very successful at, might I say. I'm so proud of all of us and the continuous fight we have put up both in school and in life. It is this strength that assures me that each one of us will find our path and be as happy and as successful as we can be. What makes the end of this cycle so hard isn't just all the memories and friends that we've made along the way. There's way more to it. There's a sense of unity that we feel among each other. It's strong and it's really hard to describe, but it manifests in our everyday interactions. Whether it's the collective eye roll when Vini makes a ridiculous joke, or when we all came together to cheer on Cisa, David, and Artur for their very hard HL math tests, or that time in 5th grade when everyone sent half a gift in the hospital after he hurt his mouth in a playground accident, or that time that we spent the entire day putting little beads on tiny strings to help Julia complete her IB Arts deadline. Or that other time when we threw Miss Lucia a surprise birthday party and the cake got stolen. But we made it work, we bought a different cake, and it was an amazing party both for her and for everyone else. Or the many times that we all watched and cheered for the Big 8 games, both at NR and at school through a live stream. No matter what it was, we've always been together and there for each other. And this connection that we have, it's rare, and it's really hard to willingly let go. And as everyone moves on to their next journey in life, each in their own little new corner of the world, from Madrid to Toronto to London to LA, and many, many more, it's hard to see our family leave. But it's comforting to know that anywhere in the world we go, there will be someone there for us. So, my dear class of 2024, I thank you for all the moments lived together and these memories collected over these many incredible years. At this very moment, I'm sure we're all acutely aware that this may be the last time we're gathered. But I don't see this as a bad thing. We're all here, once again united, and this time with all of the most important people here for us, to celebrate us, and this phenomenal journey that we've concluded. Thank you all so much for these past years. I wish you the very best of luck and unimaginable success to every single one of you. We are all capable of achieving great heights. Thank you so much.
I don't know about you, but I'm always very humbled when I hear young people speak as amazingly well as that. It's quite astonishing. Congratulations. Really well done. Now, each year, 2 faculty speakers are selected by the graduating class to share their thoughts as part of the ceremony. Now, this is a tremendous honor for those faculty members, but it's one I'm sure will be shared by their colleagues. Please join me in welcoming to the stage the first of our 2 faculty speakers this evening, Mr. Telasio Barbosa Neto.
Good evening, everyone. So, to our students, their families, the faculty, staff, board of directors, and guests, thank you for being part of this special day. The time has come. Today, we celebrate the achievements and the journey of the class of 2024. It's an incredible honor to stand here tonight to share a few words. However, I have to confess that this mission has been so difficult. You know why? I have been their teachers for this class for a long, long time. And my father of one of the students that's sitting here. Oh, it's so hard. Therefore, preparing this speech has a deeply emotional challenge for me. Yes, you're right. To resolve this in a way that I don't completely break down and cry like a baby, I have put together 3 of the most meaningful thoughts that have been helping me deal with my life's experiences, including this one. These ideas are ones I would love to have heard when I was becoming an adult. So I hope to be clear as I share them with all of you tonight. Here we go. So the first idea is, take care of your memories. Through your time here at school, you have created countless memories. Some of those memories are joyful, some are challenging. They shaped who you are. Listen, these memories are fundamental to your lives. Take care of them. Remember the friendships you have built, the support in study sessions, the partnership in sport competitions, the joy in arts performances and exhibitions. And remember even the setbacks. They happen. Each memory has contributed to our growth. Cherish them, for they are the foundation upon which you build your future. I would like to share a personal memory for mine. On my first day of the work in this school 4 years ago, I was really excited. I was really anxious. Everything was new, challenges and expectations, an important moment of changing my life. I had no idea how the students would be. And then, can you guess who were the students were on my first day? They were here. The first faces I saw in this school, they're here. They didn't know that. This moment is vivid in my mind. bright eyes, sharp thoughts, funny laughs, quick conversations. And I have the privilege of teaching you all 4 years on high school. We experienced together difficult times in this world, but they decided to be happy, to support each other, and to use uncommon and weird expressions in our classes. You know, every time we have an exam, and they ask me what my feeling about the exam, I always say there's no mercy against you, and they always laugh. I never understood them. So watching you grow and support you through this challenging phase of your lives has been incredibly rewarding. And how do I see it all in perspective now? There's a mission that lasts you before and another after. I learned and grew a lot. Your contribution is immense, and I know that all the faculty feels the same about you. Second thought now. I thought that was hard, huh? Second thought, practice gratitude. When we refresh our memory, we can see more closely who's around us all the time. Our lives are always so busy. Sometimes easy to overlook the small acts of kindness we receive from others, and eventually forget to thank them for all they have done for us. At this school, we were all supported by so many people. The lessons taught, the food served, the room cleaned, the traffic control, the gates guarded, the equipment repaired, the headache medicated, sometimes with tea, you know that. The relentless support and encouragement, the spontaneous smile, the attentive listening, so many actions and services that were now recognized so relevant throughout our school life. Practicing gratitude is our best response to everything received. We feel better, and life corresponds. So now I'd like to do a practice here with you. With you, yeah, you. I'd like to show you, kids, that there's a great group of people who now have the opportunity to say thank you to right now. They have given so much to all of you and to all of us. Graduates, could you have a look quickly to the eyes of those who are sitting in the audience? On the first rows, they're all here. Look at your parents, teachers, and friends who have supported you along the way. Make eye contact and take a few seconds to silently say thank you. Gratitude helps us to appreciate the journey and not just the destination. It reminds us all that we're never alone, never. And the last thought, the last one. No one told that this would be easy, but I want to mention about a page they intentionally left in blank. You all remember seeing this page in your recent IBDP exams. Pages intentionally left in blank, without instructions, no command terms. No one is telling you what to do. And as you move through the life, you see that your future is presented in a sequence of pages intentionally left in blank. They represent the endless possibilities around you. Although we have the power to write our own story, the best tip I have ever heard is that we should do it using the foundation of our memories and the gratitude being practiced all the time. Use the memories as your friendships, the laughs you shared, and the challenges you overcome together. These memories are precious. They will bring you comfort in difficult times and joy in the good times. Be thankful for the opportunities you have been given. Make gratitude a habit. This makes you a much more positive and resilient person. The beauty of this thought is of a page intention left in blank is that you still don't have a clear vision of where you want to go. If you feel uncertain or unsure, that's okay. Let your memories inspire you and your gratitude motivate you. Your story is yours to create, and it begins today. In closing, from the happy heart of this father, who explodes with so much love and gratitude upon seeing his daughter graduate tonight, and from the #1 fan of this caring and smiling class, I wish that every one of you on this stage become the best versions of you that you can be in this life. As your former teacher, and now longtime friend, I wish you all the best. Your time has come. Thank you very much.
Mr. Telesio, thank you for your very touching comments. I now have the pleasure of introducing our second faculty speaker, Ms. Maria. Ms. Cavalcanti, there we go.
Thank you. Distinguished guests, proud parents, esteemed colleagues, and most importantly, the graduates of the class of 2024. When my name was chosen to be here speaking to you, I felt honored and at the same time restless because it's a milestone, a moment that will become a memory that will be remembered in years and years and maybe until the end of your lives. For many nights, I was thinking, what is the message that I want to tell my students tonight? As I started thinking and drafting my speech, I decided to share with you a secret that guides my life. But first, I must make some important considerations before I get to the point. So wait. Parents, I'm sure you have gone above and beyond to provide a meaningful education to your children. Celebrating this moment is also celebrating a mission that you, as parents, have achieved. Congratulations. I'm also sure that now you have butterflies in your stomach, watching your children grow and ready to follow their dreams. Take a deep breath. They are well prepared. You taught them the foundation as parents, you provide a high quality of education, and you inspire them to be lifelong learners. As a teachers, we're also proud, extremely proud. This is the concrete moment which we celebrate hours of planning, extensive piles of paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, IAs, IOs, countless feedbacks, art exhibitions, music presentations, sport competitions, to reach this moment, this unique moment. Everything was worth it. You did it. And students, I'll try to not cry. My dearest students, there were countless times that I would go to the seniors lounge, either to ensure that you're meeting the deadlines, to check how well you did in the IB exams, to know the latest news or the famous fofoca, or even to ask you guys to stop Seba. But more important, to show that you guys are not alone and that the end was getting closer. You worked hard to be here, very hard, and I'm very proud of every single of you guys. There is a trend of previous generations that tend to judge and even undermine the next ones. Therefore, I want to acknowledge something that you guys, this group of class of 2024, that you guys do really well. This group heavily emulates the individuals and society's subjects. You embrace our department like I never experienced in my teacher career. We have more than half of students attending 2 of the group 3 classes. This shows your passion for debating and knowing more about the world. Clearly, you are driven to conversations, to listen, to learn with each other and from each other. You're great listeners, and I'm proud to say that my students are critical thinkers, for real. You guys are open-minded, and then you can respectfully discuss about multiple perspectives, like I always say. And in such a polarized world, this can be considered a seed of hope. Never lose the straight. Advocate for tolerance and inclusion in every sphere of your life. every single time that you need. Engage in conversations that challenge you, and we did this a lot, that make you think deeply, and sometimes it will even bother you, but it will push you to grow. Be good with yourselves and others. Learn from your mistakes. Be the voice that calls for understanding in times of conflict, and be the hand that reaches out in times of need. And to conclude my speech, I would like to finally go back to my secret that I have mentioned. Actually, my final and most important message was inspired by the conversation that I had with Mr. Sitch. We were talking about the reason why we became teachers. So he mentioned that way back when, for a brief period, he worked in a factory. His uncle stopped him for a very sincere conversation that changed his life. His uncle asked what he saw in the eyes in one of the workers who repeatedly performed the same function every single day. And he answered, nothing. This was when we found a big thing that we have in common. We chose to be teachers because we love to do this. This is my secret for you guys. And this is what we hope for you. Work, study with something that makes your eyes glow and your heart beat faster. Nothing is easy, but finding a purpose in what you do should be the first requirement. And as the teacher, this is my secret for you guys today. As the song says, choose not a life of imitation. Do what you're passionate about. Literally, find your path. It's real. Maybe you already did. Maybe you think you did. Maybe you will change after all. But be open to recalculate the road to pursue your dreams. And this is okay if you had to change. Don't be afraid to restart. Be afraid to stay the same. Be afraid to be boring. So our shared message is to find what inspires you. Love what you're doing. Enjoy the process because life is happening now and not tomorrow. And I hope I have honored the privilege of being chosen to speak to you tonight. I know I'm voicing not only myself, but my fellow colleagues who are part of the learning journey in our school community. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your story. And the night is yours. Congratulations, 2024 class.
Good evening again, students, teachers, parents, grandparents, members of the board, and other EARJ community members. It is my sincere pleasure and honor to address you all today as we celebrate the class of 2024. Graduates, there's a lot that can be said in this moment, but much like Mr. Telesio, I have boiled it down to 3 pieces of general advice. Number 1. Identify and cherish the people who genuinely care about you, your well-being, and your success. Many of the people you see in front of and around you have played a vital role in helping you develop as a learner and as a person. They have supported, encouraged, and worked alongside you for the past several years. But the reality is, with the passing of time, if you do not make a sincere and concerted effort to maintain those bonds that you have formed, as your paths diverge and then diverge again, you will drift apart. That's life. And that is why you need to identify and hold fast to those people who have shown time and time again that they truly have your best interests at heart. Let them know you appreciate them, their support, and their guidance. Number 2, There is no more time. There is also no less time. There is just time. Parents, you are no doubt familiar with the idea that when you have children, the days pass slowly, but the years fly by. Students, I'm guessing that you feel the same way about your senior year. I'm sure there were many days where you felt like they were never going to end. But I also bet when you think back now, it seems like the first day of your 12th grade year was yesterday. Every year that passes is a smaller percentage of our overall lives. The first year of your life is 100% of your entire life to that point. By now, around the age of 18, that's down to about 5%. By the time you get to be my age, that percentage is such a small part of the whole that it almost seems insignificant. This makes it all the more important that you fill your years with purpose and meaning. But don't forget to take time to relax, because there is a great deal of purpose, meaning, and joy to be found in watching the world pass you by. Just for a while. Number 3, surround yourself with people who challenge you to be a better person. Be open-minded, but remember that not all opinions are equally valid and not all advice is worth listening to. You are going to make mistakes, personally, academically, and professionally. So surround yourself with people whose guidance and wisdom you truly value and seek. Stay humble, or for some of you, become humble. No one in particular. You are not always going to be the smartest person in the room. And if you find that you are always the smartest person in the room, you need to start going into different rooms. Consider constructive feedback from those who know more and know better than you. Accept their advice with grace, reflect with humility, and have the courage to change and be better. Now you might be thinking to yourself, I didn't ask for this advice, nor did I seek your guidance. And that's fair. But you should also ask yourself, does Mr. Steve know more than me? Does he know better than me? The answer is yes. Yes, I do. And I don't say that with a lack of humility. I know it's true because I have made many mistakes in my life. And while it took me a while to figure it out, eventually I followed the advice that I just shared with you today. And if you work at it, with a little luck, you can have all 3 at once. And you can find yourself surrounded with people who challenge you to be better, who also happen to be the people who truly care about you and what is best for you. And also, those will be the people whose company and time you cherish the most. That is what I wish for all of you. Class of 2024, I also wish you all a life of health, happiness, and security. Above all else, I wish you all the best in all that you do.
Thank you, Mr. Spanring. I now have the pleasure of making my principal's remarks to the graduating class. Graduating class, the journey to this moment on this stage has been described by a number of our speakers here this evening in years and in seconds and in other instances by Otto. Regardless of how we measure the time, being here this evening is providing us with a special opportunity to recognize the accomplishment of something very significant in your young lives, the attainment of a high school diploma, and more specifically, the pride that comes from being a high school graduate of EARJ. For some, the pathway to this moment was a relatively straight line. For others, it may have been more of a circuitous route. Whatever the nature of the journey that's brought you to this moment, you, the graduating class, have made this journey together. You've relied on one another for support. You've motivated one another. You've picked one another up when someone fell down. And where there were times to celebrate, you celebrated those times together, including this evening and also this upcoming Saturday night. There are also others in this room who have been on that journey with you, and they're here to celebrate this special moment with you tonight. They're your parents, who, like your classmates, encouraged you, supported you, and more importantly, have guided you in becoming the young men and women you are here today. There are also your teachers who inspired you, cultivated your curiosity and creativity, and encouraged you to think critically and make a difference in the world. You have had and have depended on the support of others to get to where you are today. And it's important to recognize this and understand it's important that the ease with which you'll transition to the next stage of your life after EARJ will depend on the level to which you continue to rely on those relationships. They're not over. Just the nature of them is going to change. Students, as you look to your left and to your right and look straight ahead at the loved ones in front of you, the people in this room will continue to matter, and they'll be there to support you. And while they may not be physically with you on the next leg of your journey, they will be there in spirit, or just a WhatsApp or social media message away. Will you develop new relationships and friendships? Of course you will. But don't forget the ones that brought you to this day, because many of these relationships, based on experiences of everybody in this room, are relationships that you form in your formative years. They will last you a lifetime, and they'll see you through the good times and the challenging times ahead. You know, the journey that you've been on this evening has been described by speakers in different ways. A journey, navigating. I think of it as maybe a car ride. And in the car ride of life, everybody in this room, for each individual graduate, they're in the passenger seat or in the back seat. And graduates, you're in the driver's seat. And the car you're driving, in as much as you'd love it to be a Tesla, perhaps, it's not, because it doesn't have autopilot. So what kind of car are you driving? You've seen them on the road lately. I think they're kind of sharp. A BYD, because you're going to go out there and build your dreams. You'll be in complete control. It was the 13th century poet Rumi who said, "It's your road and your road," I'll say that again, "it's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you." Graduates, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and I encourage you to never forget where you came from and always be mindful of where you're going. Congratulations. Thank you.
Mr. Scott, Mr. Steve, thank you very much. Good evening once again, everyone. Now gives me great pleasure to make 2 awards. The Head of School Cup is awarded to 2 students from the graduating class who, through diligent effort, have successfully worked to improve their performance in academics and sports and in all manner of school activities, and who, because of this diligence, can honestly be said to have attained the current peak of their potential. This year's recipients are both exceptionally high-achieving students who have never sacrificed their all-round commitment to school life. They're students of grit, integrity, authenticity, and grace. They've not been afraid to set out on new paths, to innovate, or to take on leadership. Now, their paths have not always been easy, but high achievement seldom is. In the case of one of tonight's recipients, her contributions to school life include being president of the Student Council, vice president of the French Honor Society, a key contributing member of the National Honor Society, and a valuable member of Mu Alpha Theta. And she's accepted an early decision offer and will be attending the University of Chicago in September. Our other recipient, has made equally diverse contributions to school life. She's been Vice President of the Student Council, a member of the National Honor Society, President of the French Honor Society, Captain of the ASB Knowledge Bowl team, and Captain of the varsity soccer team. Her college acceptances include UC Irvine, UC San Diego, the University of Texas at Austin, and she will be attending Northwestern in the fall. The 2024 Head of School Cups go to University of Chicago bound Fernanda Pinheiro and Northwestern bound Cecilia Coelho. We're not mean. We don't just take them away from them. They get them engraved. One of the duties I have at graduation is to introduce the valedictorian. Now, I'm aware that the term valedictorian isn't as widely known as it might be, but basically the valedictorian is the highest performing academic student of the graduating class. And it's arrived at through a formula, and it's something we take very, very seriously. And I know this is a student who is universally acclaimed as a first-rate academic. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2024, Lucas Lundgren.
Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, and guests. I feel extremely honored for the opportunity to speak on behalf of the class of 2024 on this very special night. It is an honor to be a member of the third Baja graduating class and to be united with Gavia in this exciting ceremony. I feel an immense sense of responsibility as well, because I look at the stage and I see so many people I admire. I see true selflessness. I see talents which leave me in awe. I see dedication. I see empathy, and I see genuine kindness. I also feel this responsibility because some graduates here have known no school other than EARJ. Others, myself included, have joined the class more recently and have been welcomed incredibly well, which I am profoundly grateful for. Today, we all finish high school together as the largest EARJ class in decades. Tonight, we are graduating with a vibrant audience of almost 1,000 people, which is a pleasure, especially because we were welcomed into high school in a ceremony fragmented by computer screens in the context of social distancing. The class of 2024 has overcome so many challenges in the often turbulent 1,386-day journey between starting high school and today. Along these winding roads, we understood how to navigate through Padlet, breakout rooms, and exam.net. We learned so much from our 8 stressful cycles of final exams. And we deciphered the IB and made the important decision on whether taking it made sense for us. For achieving all this, we thank our families for their unwavering support. We also thank the faculty that went well beyond expectations in the face of adversity and strived and encouraged us to strive to be our best. The faculty that took us out of our comfort zone. The faculty that showed us how to grow as students and as people. The faculty that, through their passion, made us passionate about the subjects they teach and helped us find our path. With all this support, we managed to come a long way, and 366 days ago, we engaged in a much anticipated school tradition. we gained access to a place dedicated exclusively to the 12th grade class. At Baja, we call it the Senior Lounge, and at Gavia, it's the Senior Area. This milestone brought upon excitement, but at that time, it still felt like a borrowed place. After this day, the duality of our experience became increasingly accentuated. 295 days ago, we embarked on our last first day of school. Gradually, the reality of being a senior started to sink in, and the exhilaration blended with the unsettling emptiness of having no students above us. 69 days ago, the Baja graduates were welcomed into the stunning natural beauty of the Gavia campus for our class photo. Nostalgia, bittersweetness, and the imminence of graduation finally started to catch up with us. 2 days ago, as I finalized this speech, it was time for us to say goodbye to our senior area. Now it no longer felt like a borrowed space. While we faced the challenges of this last year, the senior place became ours, not only a place of sleeping, but also fellowship and class unity. I remember, right before each of our exams this semester, we gathered in that area and sought mutual support. Now we feel resistance to letting go, but there is a simultaneous atmosphere of relief, of eagerness for the next chapter, a collective chant of finally. Finally, as I read these words to you, the countdown stops. Tonight, we wear our gowns and caps in celebration for our education. And according to a famous American blues singer, the most beautiful thing about all our learning is that no one can take it away from us. I see before me a stage filled with people I value. I see people who understand how lucky they are to be at EARJ and who work to make the most out of it, be it in the areas of academics, arts, design, community service, athletics, and much more. Above all, I see so many unique talents and dreams that will shape the world starting today. Now we reach the point of inflection in my speech, as we finish exploring the past and start to consider the blank canvas of the future that unfolds before us. The novelty and uncertainty of the next few years can be overwhelming. But I say we take root in the past. We remember all the obstacles we overcame and what we learned from them. I say we remember the importance of the support from our families, our friends, and from the EARJ faculty through our uneasy moments in school. I say we strive not to break ties with all those who supported us, who embraced us, even if we are physically separated. And I say we seek to find and nourish our metaphorical senior area, or senior lounge, our site of friendship and mutual support, no matter where we are. Gavia graduates, Baja graduates, all of us EARJ class of 2024. From this moment on, remember that no one can take away all the learning the school has given us. Let us feel empowered by this and bravely fight for a kind and peaceful future. To our families and our teachers, our never-ending gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucas. Very well said. We will now move on with the presentation of the diplomas. So at this time, I would like to invite Ms. Claudia Ventura, our Brazilian director, and Ms. Claudia Araya to the stage, who will read our names.
Adam Sterling Kellis. Ahmad Simonson Zain. Alberto Andrés Crisanas Aguilar. Alejandra Barbesi Palma. Alexander Robert da Silva Nazario de Lima. Ana Beatriz Martins da Silva Serfachi. Ana Clara Jardim Salgado Martins. Ana Luisa Granja Faria Vasconcelos. Ana Resende Carvalho. Ana Teresa Pessoa Pelicano. Antonio Gilberti Germini. Arthur Cândido de Oliveira Rodrigues. Beatriz de Almeida Rodrigues. Bernardo Alqueres Temki. Bernardo Vieira Santa Ana. Catarina de Sena Guerra. Cecília Moreira Coelho. Clara Stefani Beatriz Conan. Claudia Asenjo Campillo. David Friedman Friedman. Eduardo Policarpo Olive. Emanuele Iacchini. Fernanda Rebelo Pinheiro. Gabriel Abrantes Nascimento Virgini Maia. Gabriel Lobo Gomes. Gabriel Riches de Andrada. Gabriel Rocha Fernandes. Gabriela Guedes Leite Ferreira. George Joseph Winard. Giovanna Paixão de Paula Pina Mendes. Henrique Eduardo Bufara Dickman. Isabela Acedi Paes. Isas Matsusaki. Jennifer Wang Cheng. João Felipe Ribeiro Cossenso. João Victor Murtinho Braga de Carvalho. João Victor Schwartz de Magalhães. Joaquim Pedro Arthur Guimarães Vasconcelos Peixoto. Juan Pablo Souza Marques. Julia Chen. Julia de Andrade Barbosa. Juliana Chalupi de Pinho. Kelly Ribas Afonso. Lola Martins Mauricio. Lorena Eduarda Alves da Silva. Lucas Porfírio de Oliveira Ferreira. Lucas Rolf Lundgren. Luciano Luz de Souza Lara. Luisa Farelo Meneses Silva. Luisa Grumser Paixão. Manuela Câmara Ferreira Viana. Maria Clara Almeida Martins. Maria Eduarda Dantas Cunha Nogueira de Souza. Maria Eduarda Ribeiro de Guzmão de Santa Cruz Skaletsky. Maria Fernanda Viana Cortés. Maria Luisa Reis Lunardelli Máximo. Marina Gripa Mota Saliba de Avelar. Miguel do Amaral Barreto Viana. Natália Campagnac Valverde Lima. Nicholas Notari Abitbol. Nicholas Gerardine Pimentel Hego. Olivia Longo Rocha. Otto Jun Fujita Carlos de Andrade. Pedro Antonio Magalhães Pinto de Luca. Pedro Firme Hermel. Pedro Henrique Silva Viveiros de Castro. Pietra Aceta de Acevedo Marques. Rafael Ditano da Silva. Rafael Judice Pina Dantas. Rafaela Fratuccelli Bravo. Sabrini Ye Wang. Selma Monstans Tubarão. Sophia So Zhang. Sol Benavides. Tamara Goliviowski Fuchs. Tatiana Conde Caldas Con. Tristan Walker Barron. Valentina Samudio. Valeria Valentina Falcón Bolívar. Vinicius Rodríguez Miranda. Victoria Andrade Paiva. William Jr. Ochvas Pereira. And Jasmine Sobral Rodriguez. I would like now to welcome our head of school, Dr. Nigel Winnard, to the stage for the formal conferral of graduation.
You all good? This is my 17th high school graduation as a head of school. But it's kind of a tough one because I'm here as a dad as well. So. Thank you. So as head of school of the American School of Rio de Janeiro, and by the powers vested in me by the board of directors, I should, by the way, at this point ask you to stand. Guys, people can hear you on the microphones. And by the powers vested in me by the board of directors, I hereby declare the EARJ senior class of 2024 high school graduates, you may move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.